All right, it's so great to be with you this evening. And let's begin by coming to your space. And here at your space, please have a strap, a couple of blocks, a couple blankets, one or two. You never know what you're going to want to utilize. I also have a little throw pillow that works very nicely as well. And we're going to begin seated. So taking I'm going to take a blanket because I have a hardwood floor. So I think the blanket feels nice under my ankles. And I'm going to lay that down flat. I'm going to take 2 blocks for my bum. And just place them side by side to give myself a little bit of height as well. Come into your seats. Having a little height under your hips encourages length through your spine. And it's nice to bring the earth up to meet you. I'll rock a little bit from side to side, maybe front to back. Let your shoulders roll up to your ears and back down a few times. Coming into our seat, we're just going to do a few gentle movements to get there. Let your chin come to your chest. And roll your head from side to side, letting one ear come to a shoulder and the other ear come to your shoulder. Let your chin come back to your chest. And then gently lift your head so your chin lifts, looking up towards the ceiling. And back down. And up. And back down. And find a neutral place for your head. See if your ears can stack over your shoulders and your shoulders stack over your ears. And bring the palms of your hands together in prayer posture. A really delightful grounding activity in this mudra. Let your eyes soften or close. And notice your breath. And just letting it do whatever it does under your observation. Seeing if your inhalation can encourage the crown of your head to extend a little higher towards the heavens. And if your exhalation can allow your shoulders to release down and back, softening into the earth. There are little energy centers in the palms of your hands, and as they press together, they close a circuit of energy running from your heart and down your arm, through the palm, into the other palm, down the arm and up and through the heart. Of imagining, envisioning this little cycle of energy this little orbit of healing energy. And clearing, releasing any worries that might be stored in your heart and your chest. And sitting is itself a practice, working with the little movements that happen, little shifts, bringing a sense of structure and softness together. And find a smile and take a deep breath and sigh it out. And do it again, a cleansing breath through your nose on your inhale. Exhaling through your mouth. One more time. And now reach your arms up overhead. Turn your palms to face away, lowering your hands down to the mat. And turn your palms to face up. Reach back up and bring your palms together, coming back through center. And play around with this flowing movement. Lifting, reaching your fingertips towards the sky. Lowering your arms down. And see if your breath wants to come along with you. This activity balances the right and left hemispheres of the brain, balancing the sides of the body, seeing if you can work at the same speed on both sides. An interesting experience. And that's what our yoga practice is really all about. Noticing, being aware, working with ourselves where we are. The next time you come back to heart center, pause there for a moment. And when you reach up, we're gonna twist towards the left. Lift the crown of your head and find that twist, feeling your sits bones root into the earth as your spine rises up, and the twist coming from your thoracic spine, sort of between your base of your sacrum and your collarbones. Then maybe it extends through your neck, gazing over your shoulder as you lift on your inhale and exhale into a twist. Make your way back to center. Lift your arms up, palms together, Anjali Mudra. Lift your arms back up, reach and twist to the right. Maybe bringing your other fingertips behind you, being on a little bit of height it helps me to not feel like I'm crunching so much into the arm. Lifting as you inhale and as you exhale, twisting, pressing through your sits bones, allowing your twist to make its way all through your spine, freeing up your thoracic spine, freeing up your neck as you look over your shoulder. And coming back to center, reach up once more, lift your fingertips high, and then lower your arms down to the ground. Come off of your height, extend your legs out in front of you and give them a nice shake. Bounce your knees. Bring your wrists out in front of you. Your hands make circles with your wrists, ankles. We're going to play around a little bit with some seated postures using a strap and using a block, 2 blocks also. Widen your stance. Let your legs be nice and wide. You're going to bring your 2 blocks in front of you. They're lined up in front of you. And take your hand to your inner right knee, bend your knee, and then see if you can place your ankle and your shin on that block. Mine really only comes to the first block. The second block is just there for fun. Let your long leg ankle press down into the earth, engaging your leg. And you're going to bring your hands to walk them forward over your front leg. So it becomes a little bit of a kind of like a half fire log stretch. You could flex the right foot if that feels good. And you don't have to go very far at all. Maybe your body doesn't want to go very far. And press through your sits bones. Let your chin come to your chest and breathe here for a few moments. Maybe you release a little bit further forward if that feels good to you. And then walk yourself back up to a tall spine. Help your leg come off of the blocks. Straighten your leg out. And then we'll switch sides. Help your left knee to bend. Grab hold of your ankle and bring it to the block. Readjusting yourself, maybe pressing through the heel of your right foot, pressing the back of your knee down. Lift yourself up and then maybe fold forward a little bit, reaching your fingertips out in front of you. This doesn't have to be very far at all. I kind of like the way it feels to have my left hand on the outside of my left leg. You could tent your fingers. There's nothing to force. Notice your breath. Allow it to flow. Maybe you feel a little bit of release somewhere and you're able to release a little further forward. And slowly bring yourself back up to a tall spine. Extend your leg into that wide-legged stance. Now you're going to take your blocks and turn them onto their highest setting. Pressing through your heels, bring your elbows to your blocks. Bring the palms of your hands together and let your forehead release into your thumbs. So your thumbs sort of pushing on the space between your eyebrows. And just letting yourself kind of fold forward as it feels good. This is up relatively high. If it feels better to stack your blocks, and that would make this a little bit lower and let your elbows come down to those blocks, that's fine too. Feel your low back broadening as you breathe, breathing into the back of your body. And slowly bring yourself back up to a tall spine. Move your blocks out away from your mat. And bring the soles of your feet together in a cobbler's pose. Let the soles of the feet press against each other, sitting up nice and tall, and just let your little butterfly wings flutter. Your shoulders move away from your ears. That's something that I think feels kind of nice when I bring my hands to my ankles. Maybe your hands are on your shins. Feeling nice and tall. Take a deep breath and let it go. Bring your hands to your outer legs. Bring your knees together and make your way into tabletop. Keep your strap close by. And in your tabletop, also have a little softness underneath of your knees, and we're eventually going to come all the way down to our bellies, so it can feel kind of nice to have that softness under your hips as well. Let's make some Tibetan hip circles and curl your toes under, sinking your hips down to the right, shifting to the left, and pulling forward again. And as you move, let your movements evolve. Allow your arms, maybe your hands, extend out a little further away from the center of your body. Maybe the tops of your feet come down to the ground. It can feel good to get both of those stretches. You can alternate, toes tucked under and then tops of your feet pressing down. Go the other direction, coming forward, over to the left and across to the right. Allowing your breath to take you on this little journey as well. Maybe an inhale through half of a circle and then exhale through the other half. And as you come back to center, walk your hands in, walk your knees in so your wrists are under your shoulders, knees under your hips. A few cows and cats. Rounding forward, really reaching through the space between your shoulder blades. And stretching the front of your body. When we come down to the ground, we're going to do a quadricep stretch. It also stretches your hip flexors using the strap, and this is a nice way to prepare the front of your body for that as well. And coming to a neutral place, sit back on your heels if you can. Have a thunderbolt pose. And grab your strap. If you have a strap with a belt, I have been finding that it works for most people to go ahead and loop through both loops and then come over and under to make yourself a little lasso that's going to end up around your foot. And I like this method better than just holding both sides of the strap because it's going to allow your body to release a little bit more into the earth. Now you're going to come onto your belly. You could set your strap up maybe around let's start with your right foot. And then just let your leg be long and your strap is going to go over your right shoulder. But before you stretch the quadricep, just let your palms stack, let your forehead relax on the back of your palms. You can kind of wiggle your body a little bit as well. And take a few nice deep breaths, just feeling that support of the earth beneath you. Allowing your hips to relax, your belly to relax. And then as you're ready, bringing yourself up into center onto forearms. Bend your right leg and adjust yourself so your knee is coming straight down from your hip as the strap pulls your foot towards your buttocks. And then lie back down, crossing your left hand in front of you. Maybe resting your head on your left hand. The strap's coming over your right shoulder, and just allow yourself to relax here. That's where even if you have a little pillow, you could kind of put the little pillow down and just rest your head on that little pillow. Might feel nice. I'm gonna do it because why not? I have a little pillow. The goal here is to be passive, is to just allow this passive stretch to occur. And the more you breathe, the more your exhalation allows you to sink into the earth, the deeper this stretch is able to go into your hip flexor, into your quadricep. And we want to stretch and strengthen the muscles that support the knee. And this is a nice stretch for your knee. It also affects your low back as well. So if you have any tightness in your low back, this is a nice way to help alleviate it. And take a deep breath and let it go. And let your strap loosen in your hand so you can stretch your leg out long. Come back into a tabletop and then make your way back to your thunderbolt pose as well, bringing your hips down to your heels so that you can set yourself up for the other side. And getting your strap on the other side, and also just taking a moment to sit in this posture. You could always have a couple of blocks under your hips. Feeling nice and tall through your spine. Find a smile. And then come back down to your belly, and as you get there, you can get that lasso around your left foot, laying back down, and this time just coming right into your sphinx-ish pose. Bend your left knee, let your knee come straight down from your hip. Bring the strap over your left shoulder, and then maybe you have a little pillow, or you just let your head rest on your arm as you let that strap do the work for you. And getting a stretch in your leg, stretching the knee. Your psoas muscle that connects your legs to your torso, it's getting a nice stretch here as well. And having tight hamstring or having tight hip flexors lends itself to back pain. And so this is a great way, again, just letting yourself release and relax. This doesn't put pressure on the knees. And each exhalation, allow yourself to sort of sink a little more. I'll let the strap slack in your hand, straightening out your leg, and press your way into a child's pose. As you're getting there, removing your strap from your foot. And let your big toes come together to touch. Knees further apart, and allow your rib cage to rest atop your upper legs as your forehead comes to the mat. Kind of rocking a little bit, maybe. Make your way into downward facing dog, pressing your hands into the mat. Let your fingers be nice and wide. Curl your toes under, lift your knees, and press your hips up and back. Pedal out your heels. And it's like your inner elbows are little eyeballs trying to look at each other. So your elbows rotate inward. Let your head and neck relax. Take a deep breath and let it go. Make your way into a standing forward fold. It doesn't matter if your hands walk towards your feet or your feet towards your hands. You may grab your blocks and place them under your hands, letting your feet be hip width distance and allowing the palms of your hands to be in line with your toes. Let your knees bend. You might even have your blocks on a higher setting if your palms don't come to the floor. Now slowly walking yourself up to a halfway lifted spine. Let your spine be parallel to the mat. Your knees can remain bent. Lengthen the back of your neck so the crown of your head is an extension of your spine. And then lift yourself the rest of the way up into mountain pose. Let your palms face away from your body. It's like you have these flashlights shining out into the world in front of you. Shoulders relaxing, shoulder blades sort of moving towards each other and down. Rock from the ball of your foot to your heel, lifting your toes and then lifting your heels, playing around with balance. And do a little bit more stretching of the legs and the body. I'm going to find pyramid pose. You might set your blocks up in front of you, stepping your right foot forward and your left foot back. Let your heels be in line with each other and your hips are almost on the same plane. Press through the back edge of your back foot. And the entire front foot sort of broadens and extends. There could be a micro bend in your front knee. Reach your arms up, let your fingertips come to the sky, rotate your pinkies towards each other, lift, and then hinge forward, reaching out in front of you. And if it feels good, lowering all the way down to your hands on blocks. Bringing your nose in towards your knee. And breathing into this stretch, sort of feeling where there's tension and seeing if it's beneficial to bend your knee, front knee a little bit more, to draw your front hip back towards your back hip and your back hip forward. Halfway lifted spine. And then bring yourself the rest of the way to stand. Step back with your front foot. Mountain pose. Make your way to the other side, stepping your left foot forward. Right foot at an angle. Your hips are sort of in the same line here as well. Reach your arms up overhead and hinge forward, reaching out in front of you, and then bring your hands to your blocks, letting your upper body release forward, pressing through both feet. Finding maybe a little more of a bend in your front knee, drawing your front hip back and your back hip forward to keep your hips within a line. And slowly coming up to a halfway lift. Lengthen through your spine, gazing down, and lift yourself all the way up. Be reaching up, step back, to mountain pose. Feel your breath. Notice how your body feels. We're going to play around with a balancing pose using the strap if it feels like a fun thing to you, just as we have it currently. You might want to utilize a wall for this one. So this is a balance. Balances are very good for strengthening your ankles, the hip as well. And you can play around a little bit with balancing. I highly suggest using a wall and keeping a micro bend in your knee. I'm gonna bend your right foot and bring the strap to the bottom or to the top of your right foot, bringing that strap over your shoulder just like we did before. And you can stay right here. This could be a fine place to stay, letting your knee come down to the ground. Or if you want, you can hold both straps and find a little bit of an arc through your back, making this a little bit of a back bend. Holding onto the strap, also stretching the backs of your arms. Breathing. And then bringing your hand maybe to the wall or something to balance on, releasing the strap, releasing the leg, and shake out your standing leg. And now if you thought that was fun on that side, you can do it on the other side. So strap to your foot. And bending your knee, you can, I kind of did it the way I didn't want to do it. Bending your knee, and from there, it's like going fishing for your foot. See if you can find it. There we go. You can stay right here. Again, you can kind of balance on your standing leg. You're getting that stretch through your hip flexor. Your knee is pointing down. It can feel really nice. Or if you like, you can bend your elbows. Wobble, that's okay. And hold on to the strap. I'm going to play around with this posture. A little bit of an arch through your back, opening up your front body. And breathing is the most important thing. Having contact with the wall keeps you stable. And then let the strap go, release the leg, shake things out. Give yourself a wiggle. And you can just let your strap be off to the side. We may or may not use it in our Shavasana, and I'll show you that. But let your feet step about shoulder width distance and just make a few circles at the waist. Kind of wring things out. Like one direction. And back to center. There's some arm swing twists. We're going to come down to the ground and enjoy an elevated twist, which will be a lovely restorative posture. Coming back to center, and then just make your way back down to the ground. You can take one of your blankets and fold it, and then make a nice long fold with it, and place it where your hips are going to go. And then taking your blocks, line them up on the right side of your mat. Because with this supported twist, your legs are going to end up falling over to the side there as well. And then I have another blanket for the back of my head, just because I have this hard wood floor and it feels really nice to have a little softness under my head. I also have a pillow that you could place like a little throw pillow between your knees, shins, and ankles, if that feels good. So getting your hips supported by that folded blanket. It's like hips on a block. Make sure you have support under the back of your head, letting your shoulders or the blanket come down to your shoulders if you have a blanket there. And bring your knees into your chest. You might bring a pillow between your knees, shins, and ankles. Bring your knees in and then let them fall over to the right. So they should feel supported so that you're able to release into this more restorative posture. You can let your hands rest on your abdomen. See if your left shoulder can come towards the earth. And then just let yourself be here. With each exhalation, you sink a little bit more into the support beneath you. And with each inhalation, you draw in everything that is helpful and useful to you. Letting your eyes soften. Maybe they close. And finding a smile, smiling into your experience. As you rest in a posture such as this, you can feel like little releases sometimes that happen. Maybe little gurgles in your abdomen. Maybe a little wave of relaxation. And bringing your knees back into center. I'm going to remove this pillow for a moment and just bring my feet to the ground to sort of neutralize my spine. You might wiggle your hips a little and bring your blocks to the other side. Lining them up, bring your knees into your chest and let your knees fall to the other side. And If you need your blocks on a little bit of the higher setting to help you relax, you should do that. It's really more advantageous to allow the earth to rise up to meet you, like in that Irish blessing. Let the earth rise up to meet you, and let your hands rest wherever they feel comfortable. Allow yourself to breathe. Your right shoulder making its way down a little bit more towards the earth. And feeling the rise and fall of your belly. Noticing the little shifts, little waves of relaxation. Noticing your heartbeat. Noticing your jaw release. And then bringing your knees back into your chest. Removing your pillow, letting your feet come to the ground. Give yourself a little rock of your hips. And if you have a strap, you could put it on the bottoms of your feet and find a waterfall. If you don't have a strap, you can just let your legs extend towards the ceiling as well. It's not inherently better to have one. Allow your shoulders to really release towards the earth. And the back of your head relaxes. Maybe you rock your head from side to side. Bend your knees, bring your feet back to the ground. Lift your hips and remove your support from under them. Let your hips return to the earth. Bring your knees in towards your chest and rock a little from side to side to relax your back body. You're going to set yourself up for Shavasana. And maybe you've got it all where you want it to be. Let your feet come to the ground. You might lift your hips and press your buttocks away from your low back, pressing it down, extending your legs long, or bringing your legs over a bolster. You might even bring one of these little blocks under each knee. That's been a really helpful way to release pressure from the low back that I've seen utilized a lot in my classes. Someone did it once and I was like, that's a great idea. And then a couple other people did it and liked it. And If you have a bolster, then you might not need to do that, but it can feel good. Let your arms release down to your sides. Allow yourself to sink into the support of the earth beneath you. And if you wear glasses, remove them, place them off to the side. Get yourself as comfy, cozy, relaxed as possible so that you can enjoy your Shavasana. Your corpse pose, letting go, releasing. There's nothing to hold on to. With each exhalation, there's a little bit more releasing into the earth. And as you inhale, you've created more space by cleaning house in your body, in your mind, in your emotional body, in your spiritual body. Letting go of the stuff you don't need, releasing it to the earth, and she is happy to take it from you and recycle it. It's natural for the mind to wander, and when it does, return to the sensation of your body making contact with the earth. And the sensation of your exhalation. As your belly falls towards your spine. Noticing those little shifts. Maybe the twitch of a muscle, and the gurgle of your belly. A wave of relaxation. And start to make some more movements with your fingers and toes. Your wrists and ankles. And give yourself a full body stretch. Bending your knee, roll to your side and be there for a moment. Let your hands touch your shoulders, your fingertips gently tapping your shoulders. And slowly roll forward to bring yourself up to a seat. And as you arrive, shifting a little from side to side and front to back, bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra, into prayer posture. That circuit of energy moving from your heart through your arm, through your hand, and across to the other palm, through the arm, to your heart, this beautiful circuit of energy. Offering gratitude to yourself. Offering gratitude for this day. I'm going to bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. And feel the warmth of your hands. And give yourself a smile, kindness, peace, compassion, and love. Namaste, friends. Thank you so much for your practice. It is an honor to get to be with you. And I will hit my stop record button.